Hey everybody, welcome back to another monthly market report. This time reviewing the stats for real estate in Kelowna and the Central Okanagan for June in 2025. So what has happened over the last month? Really not too much. I would say overall the real estate market has really flattened out here in Kelowna. Things are quieter on the listing side, but it's still a fantastic opportune time for buyers. We have not transitioned to that balanced market like I thought we would have by this point in the summer. And I think that's mainly to do with the fact that we just have this large amount of inventory sitting around. So although our monthly sales have increased from last year, have dipped slightly since last month, but are remaining relatively steady, we still have so much inventory to catch up on that we haven't been able to push through that buyer's market into the more balanced market based on our absorption rate. Overall though, it's a bit of a mixed market in different categories. You know, we still have that oversaturation in the condo market, single family homes between that 800 to 1.25 are moving relatively steadily. The luxury housing market is definitely slower, and the townhouse market here is generally pretty steady, depending if you're in kind of the average area of townhouses as opposed to the luxury market. We're kind of in the middle of summer here where we do generally see a bit of a lull. We really haven't seen too much of one this month, but things usually start to pick up as August goes on, especially getting prepared for September and the school year, as people like to make a transition during or before that time. But let's get right into it and look at the stats over the last month. The Bank of Canada interest rate again still remains at 2.75% for the overnight rate, with the next rate announcement happening on July 30th. Our absorption rate is 10.11%, again continuing in that buyer's market. Sales are up 6.67% from this time last year and down 3.98% from last month, with 458 sales over the last month. The average sales price has increased 2.52% from this time last year, with an average sales price for all product of $760,967. We saw the average prices of each individual product decrease slightly from last month, with condos down 3.21% to an average price of $499,232. Townhouses are down 2.7% to an average price of $679,168. And single family homes are down 3.97% to an average price of $1,104,528. And our list to sell ratio remains relatively steady to what it's been at, hovering in that 96 and 97 percentile to an average of 96.04%. Properties are sitting on the market almost 7% longer than this time last year, to an average of 65 days on market, up from 60 days as of last year this time. Again, this is that big number. When we're looking at the listing inventory, we have 9.9 months of inventory. It's up 9.22% from this time last year, and we have a total of 4,526 current listings on the market. So as you can see, sales have not crashed out by any means. It just realistically, we have so much inventory, so there's a lot of stale listings out there, but sales are up from this time last year. If we have another Bank of Canada interest rate dip, I foresee sales slightly increasing, especially as we head into that fall. But hey, I was definitely off of us going into that balanced market for the summer, but we will just have to wait and see. This is such an opportune time for a buyer, like someone coming here, moving from somewhere else, which I get a lot of people doing that, and you're having to dip into our market. You're moving here, you're getting into the real estate market in the Central or Okanagan in general. It's still a really great time for you. Again, each market is going to have a time that's opportune for some type of person, whether you're a buyer or a seller. You know, we had COVID. That was a crazy, unbelievable time for sellers. Now we're at a time where it's the buyer's chance to get out there, get into the market, get a fair deal on a property. And I definitely feel like I've been seeing a lot of that lately. But we will have to see how the next couple of months goes as we get through July and head into August. I feel like August and September are kind of some of the busier months like spring is, but we will have to see how that pans out, and we'll see if the prices come down or if they stay stable and flatten out like they have been over the last several months. But that's going to wrap up my review of the real estate stats for June in 2025 for real estate here in Kelowna and the Central Okanagan. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want to learn more about Kelowna, make sure you subscribe to my main channel, Living in Kelowna BC, so you can learn everything there is to know about real estate and living in Kelowna and the Okanagan. And you can reach out to me at the contact information on the screen right now and linked in the description down below. If you have any questions for me, you can book yourself a free 30-minute consultation. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I have people reaching out to me every week that I love helping out, and I'd love to do the same for you. Again, my name is Boholij, your Okanagan real estate professional and relocation specialist. That was my monthly market report, and I will catch you in the next video.